So, it looked like it had been brought to my attention that we got gameplay. What was it supposed to be? It was supposed to be the Weiss and the new Ocean Quest from Dan Gecki. So if you're watching that video after the fact, if you're watching it live, I already linked it. If you're watching it after the fact, I will have a link in the description for this. So yeah, let's figure this out. Let's see the gameplay, because it's supposed to be like uncut. Also, yeah, Coon, say hi to YouTube. Everybody say hi to YouTube. So let me get the audio set up, and thank Coon, I appreciate it. Again, like always, let me know how the audio is. So, okay, so we're just gonna jump straight into the weight. Oh, I didn't realize there was like a little new computer thing now. So what we got? We got 4 out of 32 players. Also, real quick, like always, it is actually in 1080. One day capturing footage would be decent. So, 1 of 3. So wait a minute, is it 3 of these that you have to get? Is it only 3? So this is the question. How is the point gonna work? Is it gonna be like a proper like leaderboard for this, and then like the higher number win, or they just tell to be like a more like a visual cue on where you need to go? Also, did the Weiss end once you hit all 3? A little boat right now, see? Yeah, I want to know what is the point for that? Okay, so you hit all 3, you collect your point, and then okay, so we get like a movement bonus. Yeah, this is like very similar to like the movement bonus that that we had in bait PSO. So now I bet the question, what's the point of it? If anyone can read kanji, katakana, whatever that is, let me know, chat. Because it looks like the Weiss is like over. And the other gold symbols or bonuses. Yeah, I'm just curious, like, what is the... Because we knew they put to be, like, bonus with it. Okay, so we got... Yeah, we got time point. I don't know. That still seemed a little odd, because it didn't look like the point mattered, but did it matter about time? Maybe it did technically count it in. But yeah, maybe they cut away too soon. But you know, I didn't see anything about any rewards or anything. So that might turn into one of them things of just, you know, you doing the activity just for, you know, just because. So now better question, the wet thing, are these points or these bonuses? Okay, no, they are like dashing. Okay. So they are speed boosts is what these are. I thought these things might have also been like points or something. But yeah, essentially the Ocean Quest literally is 100% you're gonna start when you own this, huh? I don't know, maybe the person playing it right now, but right now it's looking a little like sluggish. Okay, so now better question, like, did they get off of the snowboard willingly, or did they get knocked off? Yeah, I know like the point of like, trying to add like repetitive content and other content to do. The problem is that like, if you don't have any rewards or anything of the sort, it doesn't feel like a much of a point to do it though. Cause like I was talking about before with the Weisses, of like, if they had like personal leaderboard, twin leaderboard, completing with like the scoreboard, and then like each plate would get like this and stuff every week, like a weekly reset would be like top 10, get X number like star gems, or like an example being like be the top of the leaderboard for the scoreboard, at the end of the week, and then we'll just get given like you know, like a 12 days or something pat for the shop or something. You know, something that is like to do and something to like hopefully add more of a carrot on stick. Might it be, you know, like doing the badge system from the base game of, you know, get badges for doing it and then be able to trade it in for stuff or something. But it seemed like with it cutting away, it doesn't seem like it's much to it though. And it also seemed like the area like really condensed for the way. But yeah, as far as this Origin Quest is concerned right now, so it's safe to say it just like pick up items or knock monsters down. Yeah, sadly this is not what I thought it was gonna be. Cause you know, for like a moment when they were talking about it during the headline, oh great, teleport, fantastic. I thought that fight were gonna be like a little bit more like the giant tank you fought in PSO2. You know, where you can one up on it and you're being shot at. And you put the like void of guns and try to fight your way to the top, and then fight the monster on the top of the robot. Oh, that is it. I was also hoping for the full Origin Quest. Maybe it's something else gonna be about that. But yeah, like the thing is though about the Origin Quest. Well, is it? I wanna see. There we go. I wanna see if they get off of it. Yeah, like put Quail. I'm guessing Quail is to jump off because this is obviously the PS4 version, flat 5 version. Yeah, he does. He literally just jumps off willy-nilly. So is it literally one of them cases where you're gonna jump on it at the beginning, you're gonna wide it down to the boss battle, and then you're gonna start the boss battle and then you just get off? I'm hoping there's a second stage to that where they would use it like more, because I come across as just like, hey, we're gonna let you use the snowboard at the beginning of the fight, but you're only gonna use it for like 10 seconds, and we're not gonna really make any mechanic tied to it at all. Because at least in PSO2, you know, we had the missions that had us like, well, the one offhand I can think of is when you fight in the Origin Quest that was on the moon, where you're on the motorcycles and, you know, you're doing like an on-well shooter, and then you get to the second stage and then you jump off and fight. Well, this, it feels like there was no reason for the snowboard other than to attach it on there just because. Because if that was like the beginning of the Origin Quest, that felt very feel heavy to me. Especially since obviously the like thing you would jump into would just like speed, which we just seen from the wasted, they're gonna have speed boost anyway. So why be on the snowboard? You know, it kind of feel like one of them cases is like, oh, we're gonna just add it because we made a snowboard and let's just stick it at many places as possible, but without building like gameplay around it. Because it seemed like one of them cases like the intro there should have been like, okay, once again, it might be me reading way too much into it. But especially with the budget they probably have here. But okay, hear me out, chat. Would it be cool if ideally would be like, let's say the Origin Quest is like in like a crevice, like inside of a mountain, kind of like lower levels is in Watain. So you start the Origin Quest at the top of the mountain, and then have the Origin Quest be like in the bottom in the crevice, and at the beginning of the fight, have the monster like you see here doing the energy wave, like shoot the mountain, call the avalanche, and you guys jump on the snowboard, and then you guys are going down the mountain, trying to outrun the snow collapsing. Why like mountains and stuff, it also falling down around you. So pretty much like the Bayonetta scene, Bayonetta 2, where you're in like the water tornado, where like you going down, you gotta keep your feet up to not get stopped by the snow, but also avoiding stuff along the way to get down to him. And then once you get downhill, then the fight actually starts. And have it like, I don't know, it'd be like maybe also have it as you are going down, you could pick up the items, and they obviously want you to pick stuff up. To also be like grabbing stuff as you going by to like throw in front of you to break like pieces of mountains that are coming down in front of you. So you could like, you know, you could either go around it or you could pick up an item, throw it at it, and break it. I feel like that'd be like so much more interesting. But yeah, it looked like right now it literally. Let's see. Let me go back to the beginning here, because this is is it the beginning? Hang on. Yeah, so this is legit the beginning. Yeah, cause see, like, look at this. Like, the Origin Quest Bond. Also, very odd with no music, but I guess they don't want to afford the new music. But what is it? Like, maybe 10 seconds? If that? Yeah, look at that. You literally got 2 jumps. And then you hit whatever these things is that boost you up in the sky. And yeah, there's like nothing over here or anything changing at all. Actually, looking at it, if you know the chat, they actually have a timer down there at the bottom. So maybe you only can be on it for a little bit. So you got like what, 40-50 seconds to do like baby damage with it. Yeah, also if you notice, with the bombs on the ground that were counting down, also, I don't know why it's not posting to Twitch. Hang on. Let me try that again, chat. There you go. Like, the bomb didn't even do anything. It just beat, you pick it up, you throw it, but if you don't pick it up and throw it, they just disappear. Look at it. Like, watch it, they're just gonna disappear in a moment. And yeah, we couldn't exactly see it now, but yeah, and then whenever you hit him, you get like pieces of his metal that you can toss at him. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that part fight, like, without they get crazy in like a second stage, at least going off the 4th stage here, is it kind of feel like right now Dark Falls is still gonna probably be like the best of the Origin quests as far as like mechanics and, you know, actually having more, you know, more depth to it. Man, I'm hoping I'm wrong. Hopefully also, though, I'm hoping for you. Hopefully this is like a super early build. And, you know, there will be actually something more to it. Because anyway, him teleporting, like, he doesn't really teleport that far. He seems like he just, like, they'll teleport, like, 2 feet over, and then he's back. Yeah, that's the way that I'm hoping, Coon. I'm hoping, since it literally, like, by the end of that, like, yeah, they'll, like, maybe 10-15%. So I'm hoping that the whole fight not just this. And I'm hoping, like, once we get past the 4th stage, there will be something more to it, but stage 1 is not looking that good, though. So, we will see. He'll hoping, maybe this is the reason to just shove it on, like, Dengeki, maybe. You know, just be like, heal the bell minimum, here you go. But yeah, like, that in the wastes, though, like, because looking at that menu, this is probably what, like, Betgor. Yeah, new record. And also, by the way, you know how much time they would like waiting around? Because they beat that level in what, like 30-something seconds? And then they like just waiting around for everybody else to finish. So I'm curious, like yeah, see, they literally finish it here and then they're just waiting around on the wait side. It does say stage 1 over here though. So maybe there are going to be like multiple wastes that will just be like one after another. Or maybe we'll like hopefully get bigger ones. Because it just being in a small area is, like, not exactly the best. And also, look like we do see material heal. So we're going to get a 100 Maceta. Whoop-de-doo heal. 2 capsules, and then that is probably, what, one of the new materials? Like I said, well, the Origin Quest is better in stage 2, and this better when we get to pat stage 1. Like, the content, though, is, like, it feels like one of them cases that, like, yay, they're adding content. But at the same time, it's like, I don't see that much, you know, long-term play in this without, like I said, they do the leaderboard stuff I was talking about. I hope this is going to be good, hopefully, but at the moment, it like, they feel like content that it just being added to be added. Hopefully, they will be like one of them cases. I hope they don't pull like a Twitch thing, you know, they put this in. and then just like move on from it, and just like, you know, it become one of them like bare minimum content type of deal. I hope this is like the fourth stage of like either is, or maybe it already there, we just not seeing it in that video. But hopefully we'll add stuff that will make this, you know, fan it out a bit. Especially like once we start getting like the vehicle stuff that, you know, we getting vehicle stuff now with like the snowboard. You know, start doing like that stuff, start doing like proper races and like proper leaderboard stuff. Cause, you know, any of PvP and like bait game died fairly quick. Any of it, I think it lasted okay amount of time. It lasted like a month before it died. But the thing was about that, like, that did what I would be wanting, where, like, you know, you would then bracket, and then, like, every week, the bracket would, like, reset, but each bracket had this an item. You getting, like, the Maceta and, you know, the augments and whatever, you know, that kind of, like, whatever. But I would still love it to be, like, have the leaderboard stuff, have the weekly stuff tied to it, and then also have, like, badges and stuff tied to it to unlock stuff. And I'm hoping, like, for example of this, since I know in the interview when they talked about this, they brought up mounts and how they never going to add mount to the game as of now anyway, since they put it would screw up like the movement being the flow and whatnot. But they did say they're not above adding like more, you know, more like transformation, or not transformation, but like movement, like animation stuff, you know, like the stuff we have seen with, you know, like the umbrella recently and whatnot. So I'm hoping this type of stuff will just be like give a badge to unlock like that movement stuff, or if they ever decide to do like half at mount in the case of just being like, you know, you jump and when you go out you pop out something, umbrella, you know, nimbus, whatever, have that be like vehicles and have that be like unlocked through this, but have it tied to the leaderboard stuff and reset it. Like, that would be so awesome. But if literally you doing the waste thing, you getting that little up top, I feel like there's gonna be content that people will do on day one. By day two, nobody gonna be doing it, and then by like day three, at that point you pretty much, well, like obviously that weight can do 32 people. You're gonna probably mainly just be doing it, you know, just doing it with like your party and stuff, just for shits and giggles. So yeah, that is true. This is only one course, so hopefully it get a little bit bigger than that. Cause yeah, I would love it if they have one set up where like, you know, like you start on one side of the map and go to the other, as much as you can. Obviously, could, you know, it'd be locked to region. So hopefully that be the case here, because it's literally like watching it was just like a loop, like a baby loop. But my biggest feel is just like they're not gonna really do much with this. It's gonna be literally like Proton Chill Racing that, you know, G would do on the headline plus stream stuff. And like it seemed like it just that, but now you're gonna get an augment at the end. But we will see. We're only a week out from this, so it will answer the question then, I guess. There's a lot of transport stuff. Yeah. Like I'm hoping since by stage one, hopefully like 4 or 5 stages. I'm kinda hoping there were like multiple stages, but also have like stages separated in areas. So it'd be like, you know, he'll like 3 weight trap for like West Alio. He'll, you know, 3 for Central. And then have like another one that would be like, that will go through like mega races. Like, you know, we'll start you on one side and you go to the other. But we will see. We will see what comes of this. I just hope it's not going to be forgotten about in a few days. Like, I would like it to be something more than just like doing one, get like leaderboard, beat your friends, and then you right back to doing grinding in, you know, a battle sector. But yeah, I get real quick to wrap up this YouTube video since we are doing it live. Of course, I will be covering everything Kvaris. I will be jumping into Kvaris pretty much as soon as it go live. I will be doing all of Kvaris. So bet probably a good like 15-20 hour stream coming up for that. And of course, I will be streaming Kvaris every single day up to I hit a point that I feel like, you know, we hit the wall again. So yeah, I will be streaming it probably for a week or two every day, probably for like 12 plus hours a day, more than likely. And then also making new content about it on the side. Who knows? Maybe some of that content will be live, like that one. You never know. So yeah, that will be happening on the 8th. The fun part about this is, of course, I'm going to be covering this as E3 is happening at the same time. But we would thought that on the 8th when it's actually supposed to launch. So there are gonna be plenty of fancy thoughts. So if you're on YouTube, watching now or watching this in VOD form, be sure to do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells below, because that help out a lot. Of course, leave some comments also help. Of course, you can go ahead and leave happy faces if you got no comment. That helps out too. Well, anything to make YouTube thank you, like me, and which in return YouTube like me back. So be sure to do that. I will probably also edit in all the supporters, because I can't exactly do that right now since we live, but somewhere on screen after the fact will be everybody that's supporting for the months of May. So there will probably be the last video that will have the months of May. So for everybody that's subscribing either to memberships over on YouTube, of course, subscribing here on Twitch, or hitting up patreon.com/Maconn will be listed probably net video after this. So yeah, I get with that. That would do it for the YouTube video. If you're watching live, don't worry, we got a little bit left. I'm still gonna hang around. But for everybody watching after the fact, I guess see you in the comments.